Well, you've been with Wholesale Investor for a really long time now, and you've attended events, you've used the CRIISP platform, you've sent emails. What would you say has been the most effective for you? And yeah, what would you say your general experience has been, and what have you enjoyed the most using the platform?
Steve.
That's good.
I'd say Steve was the thing I enjoyed the most. I've operated on the Wholesale Investor platform, the US Young Startups platforms, the Singaporean platforms, the European platforms. WI is the best in the world, to my knowledge, based on an assessment of all of the other platforms globally. It's the best organized, the best reach within its market. In fact, I drove Steve to go overseas first up because I said, we need more than just Australia. Singapore, old boy, I need to go to Singapore. Come on, let's go. He did. And of course, the result has been fantastic for WI. And then, of course, London. So the best thing, personal contact. You learn so much more. You learn so much more feedback. You're able to gain a feeling from people as to what's working and what's not. And you can get a feeling from your audience that you can't get from speaking now. It's very useful to have Scott, Mark, and Trevor and Megan sitting around so that I'm not talking into the ether. It's much easier when you're in a meeting with 50, 100, 200 people around to get a feedback for what's working. And so the personal being able to make presentations is a massive disadvantage I see with COVID. And so at this stage, we've calmed down on capital raise because normally I'd spend 50% of my life in a jet. That was my normal existence. In London, New York, or Singapore, or wherever the money is, you're there. And so therefore, Wholesale Investor gives us a platform that gives us a spread, that gives us a reach with an ecosystem that is Australia-wide that we can't get any other way. In fact, now with Singapore and London coming on, which they have, the reach is significantly improved. So a large amount of our money's come from Singapore. And that's not just personal contact. That's getting brokers in Singapore that have actually done significant raises. So one of the most important things is when a broker comes up to you and says, I think I can do this for you, listen to him or her. It was a little lady who came up to me and said, I think I can do this. That actually did it in Singapore.
Always listen to
everyone. So
don't
discount anybody. You never know who's going to pop out of the woodwork. And yes, you can have the effect within 30 minutes, but it may take 2 years. It may take multiple meetings. It may take, I lived in a hotel in Singapore, meeting people all the time, 4 or 5 meetings a day for weeks on end to make it work. And it did.
Fantastic.